today. U.S. Tax Shield is A-plus rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
True Work is the most technical workwear in the world, delivering modern solutions to timeless job site challenges. Innovation meets tradition in True Work's high-performance lineup of work pants, shirts, and jackets, all engineered to give you the comfort and protection you need, especially in the most extreme conditions. Check out the full lineup with over 50,000 five-star reviews at truework.com and use the code SPORTS15 to get 15% off your first order. That's TRUEWERK.com. True Work helps you be your best when the weather's at its worst.
And we're coming to your city.
Hey, Zaslow here. Join me and Rashad Jennings this Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. College football tailgate coming at you live from Austin. It's number 1 Texas, number 5 Georgia. Join us this Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. College football tailgate on ESPN Radio.
Are you looking for ways to entertain your clients, reward employees, and impress potential new prospects with something memorable? Create a live VIP music experience like no other with Daly's Place Blue. Go to dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000.
Attention K-12 Duval teachers. Applications are now open for the Cindy Edelman Excellence in Teaching Fellowship. This includes an opportunity to fund your dream learning experience. An ocean dive? A mountain trek? A spaceflight simulation? If you can dream it, the Edelman Fellowship might fund it. Apply by January 15th at edelmanfellowship.org.
You're invited to shop at Eartha's Farm and Market every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're a market of fresh and affordable farm-to-table produce that comes from our 10.5-acre urban farm, 4850 Moncrief Road. Join us for volunteering, classes, and farming demonstrations. Interested in becoming a vendor or volunteer? Call 904-354-4162 or visit our Eartha's Farm and Market Eventbrite page. Eartha's Farm and Market wants to be your favorite produce market. This initiative benefits the Clara White Mission.
I'm Steph Dale, owner of Go Tuckin', a tour and private transportation company, and an Athena PowerLink mentee with the Jacksonville Women Business Center. The support of my volunteer advisory panel is invaluable, and I'm most thankful for their guidance. JWBC has provided me with education, resources, and meaningful relationships to be more successful in growing my business in North Florida, and I'm honored to be involved. For more information, visit jaxwbc.com.
Snyderman, can you move things in your mind?
Nope.
Did you read our minds?
I got nothing. Were you thinking of nothing?
No. So, what makes you a superhero?
I can tell if you should repair or replace your air conditioning system.
If it's time to replace your air conditioning unit, Snyder can help. Get 0% interest if you pay in full within 60 months. Visit SnyderAC.com and get the details in a flash.
Flash? I think you mean Snyderman.
CAC 1813307.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
ESPN 690 is your home for Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball.
Sports Center.
I'm Christine Nisi. New Jets receiver Devontae Adams expected to play Sunday night in Pittsburgh. He missed his final 3 games before the trade with Vegas with a hamstring injury. Despite having far better numbers with men on base this postseason, Shohei Ohtani will not be moved down the Dodgers lineup against the Mets tonight in Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. He'll stay in the leadoff spot. Manager Dave Roberts confident he'll find his groove again soon. ESPN MLB analyst Jessica Mendoza.
He has to be able to make that adjustment. It's almost like waiting an extra click. If you watch his front side, it flies open, but he has that ability to still bring the backside and hit the ball. The Mets have done a great job, though, of staying middle of way. But for Shohei Ohtani to make those adjustments, he has to just wait a click longer to see the power that we've seen from him all season long.
Game 3 NLCS, 7:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio. Series is 1-1. 3-1. Yankees lefty Nestor Cortez could possibly return for the World Series if they advance. He's been out with a flexor strain in his pitching elbow. WNBA Finals, Liberty and Lynx meet in Game 3 tonight, 8 Eastern, ESPN.
Here's one stat that's super simple to remember. Discover automatically doubles the cash back on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. With Discover, you could turn $150 cash back to $300. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn off your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Your clock management is like, might be like, what do you call it, Ohio State at the end of the Oregon game.
Oh, I thought you were going to go in the Wayback Machine, like Herm Edwards, who coached my Jets unsuccessfully for many years. Awful clock management, but he loved giving out ice cream to the players.
A little blue there, Aaron. I know you don't like. I know you don't like the blue. I look a little blue on this screen, but I don't know if this screen's levels are off. It may be.
Yeah, we'll have to tweak that. Sorry, I'm very unprepared right now. You know how I get. I sit there talking to you in the control room. Suddenly the open comes on.
Surprised every time, guys.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Surprised every show.
We got a show to do. Welcome into the Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690. I am the aforementioned Aaron Schachter. Brian Middleton along with me for this journey, this less than 1 hour journey.
56 minutes. I'm counting it down, man.
Fun and frivolity up ahead for everybody. I apologize for the short show today. I'll be doing a live broadcast out at the Northeast Florida Fair.
Yeah, boy.
Out in Callahan.
Get yourself an elephant ear.
New York, North, Kakalaka, and Compton. Callahan. We're going to have some fun out there tonight. Weather's going to be gorgeous.
It's random, though. Wednesday. Why wouldn't they try to send you out there on a Friday? Maybe
because I don't think they need the business on Friday, buddy. They got it working.
Oh, that's what this exchange is.
Yeah.
You get in free.
They're
Hopefully
like,
you garner business.
They're like, hey, how could we get people out to the Northeast Florida Fair? Let's call the #1 rated morning show in the city.
I mean, talk your talk, man.
Yeah.
When do those ratings update, by the way?
Today.
Oh, so you're continued to be #1.
Literally halfway through October's ratings. Come on.
So it's okay. Oh, my bad. So I just want to make sure, because listen, it's like, okay. Let me back up for a second, Aaron.
Okay.
To everybody else out there listening who have not reached the levels of Aaron, and what I mean by levels, both success, but just, knowledge in the industry, like myself, sometimes it's like pulling teeth trying to get access to certain things like ratings and finding out like all the intricacies that are involved with that. Aaron's really good with me. If I ask him the question, he'll share what he knows, except when it comes to music. But as far as the industry, it's great.
All the secrets except for the music secrets. I gatekeep the music.
Yeah, absolutely. But even with that happening, sometimes it's just tough to figure out, hey, man, do you know what to ask when to ask it? Ratings, the Nielsen ratings, access to them, that's one of those things. So it updates twice a month. Am I understanding this right? Or
you are not understanding it right.
Yeah, not at all.
So we get like weekly report cards.
Oh, it's weekly. Okay.
And they're called weeklies. Now,
that's straightforward like that. Yeah, there you go.
We get weekly report, but within these weekly report cards, then every month, those weekly report cards take on a new math formula. There's like an algorithm that gets applied so that they can make a couple of listeners in the ratings equal the 1 million people that live in Jacksonville.
I got you.
And so when that weighting happens, when that reconfiguration happens, we can actually drill down to the 15-minute chunk of audio.
Okay.
So literally, if I open up the show and I'm like, hey, guys, right now we're going to talk about how great a job Doug Pederson is doing this year.
We ain't say all that.
And then we look at the ratings in a couple of weeks when they finally get back to us. We go, oh, for that 15-minute segment, we have negative listeners. People tuned off this and then tried to hand it off to other people. No, that's so we can see that stuff. Okay. So it's every week we get a little report card. The month is the bigger report card.
Oh, okay, but that usually falls on the same day, like the 3rd or
not necessarily
the first Monday of the month, or
yeah, it's like the first Thursday or the whatever it is.
Okay.
Kids in high school would understand this a little bit better right now. We have summatives and we have formatives. You understand what these are?
Yeah.
They're the smaller tests that equal like 30% of your grade and the bigger tests that equal like 70% of the grade.
Actual test.
You got weeklies, which are more like, hey, this is how you've been doing the last couple of days. And then the monthly, which is like, hey, if you don't pick this up, you're out on the street, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check in every month. Those are the things that I worry about. I get that the weeklies lead up to the month.
Sure.
It's a sum of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me next first Thursday of November.
Gotcha.
That should be the Thursday after the election.
You want to hear how October looks. I understand.
Yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, by the way, though,
Thank you so
your
much.
continued success. But talk to me again when the win continues into the next month.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I don't want to sit here too much longer talking about how amazing I am, even though it's fairly accurate and
so
a good
longer,
topic.
just not too much longer.
I'm just afraid the ratings may go up too much on this radio station.
Talk your talk.
Everyone chill
young
out.
King, talk your talk.
Everyone chill out. In that case. But no, the fair is going to be fun tonight. The weather's going to be amazing. The rides are fun, obviously. I'm going to be out there making a clown of myself because I'll need something to do for 2 hours.
What you going to eat? What you going to eat?
That's a good question. Because
fair
I just told you.
Is great.
Part of the reason why I was late to start the show is because I was sitting there confessing to you like you were my priest, my pastor. I'm sitting there going, hey, there were these pastries in the break room.
Yeah, boy.
4 of them, and I had to scoop them up like no one saw me. I felt like a drug addict looking over my shoulders. Anyone looking at me right now? Let me go. And then I ran out of there and ran into this room. Love me a good pastry.
Okay.
Man.
So no pastries at the fair then?
I don't know. Oh, do you think they have salads at the fair?
Maybe, but it's probably fried. Deep coated and fried.
Excuse me, let me get a deep fried kale leaf.
Yeah, boy.
Cool? Can we do that?
Let me get one of those. And an elephant ear.
You love elephant ears. You keep talking about them.
Hey, man, you got to do it, man. Or you can get one of the Luther hamburgers.
What's a Luther hamburger?
I'm sure they'll have it out there, man. The regular hamburger is sandwiched between all the fixins and 2 donuts.
Which fixins? Oh,
all
the hook
of
is the donuts.
All of them.
It feels like you can't really mix the glazed donut with mustard and onions.
It's sweet and savory. I've actually never had it with all the fixins.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never had it, but it looks great.
Does it?
It does.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you're not looking forward to anything either. It sounds like every time I've asked you this, you've moved away from it. Like
I'm
you're
scared, Brian.
running for president, man. You're just avoiding the question.
I can't even walk past 4 mini pastries in the break room without binging like I'm a psychopath. What am I going to do when I get in front of funnel cake or boiled peanuts or caramel apples?
Boiled peanuts?
Boiled peanuts. Not boiled. What's boiled? It's boiled peanuts. Right? You're from here.
I know what boiled peanuts are.
No.
I'm like, who goes to the fair and gets boiled peanuts?
Not boiled, bold.
Oh, okay. I don't know what boiled peanuts is.
It's B-O-I-L-E-D, bold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cheese curds? You eat any cheese curds at the fair?
This is Wisconsin. Where we at?
Oh, they do like fried cheese and baked cheese
like
and stuff
cheese
like
curd.
that.
Man.
No? Okay. Churros, you got to get a churro.
Well, it depends who's making the churro.
Who cares? Fried sugar stick?
Nah, man, listen.
Come on.
If Abuela's out there making the churros, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Corn dog for you then? No? Not really?
No, not really corn dog.
Fries? Yeah, get a little holder.
we'll make that happen. Yeah, we're going to make that up.
I need like a fry holster belt for tonight. I'll just put a couple of things of fries on my belt and just go to them when I need to. You know? It's almost like calling in a specialist in the play. Speaking of playoffs, are we going to have the Mets on tonight, by the way?
Yeah.
That's
starting
great
at
news.
7:30.
That's great news. Deep fried what? You like to talk about deep fried. What do you...
Elephant ear, man.
That's it?
That's all you need, man. Have you seen the size of an elephant ear?
No, but I'm saying they make deep fried Oreos, deep fried Twinkies. Last year, I thought I saw a deep fried strawberry cheesecake. I don't like cheesecake, but I imagine people who do would love that.
On TikTok, I just saw like a deep fried pancaked honey bun. I'm like, boy.
I can get with that now.
Hey, let that cholesterol go sky high. Let's go.
Just give me all the plates of bread. I can even take the like regular fried pickles.
Right.
Give me some of that.
Oh, man, hey. That's a dangerous situation. That's a fried pickles.
Are you
dangerous situation.
Frozen banana guy?
Never heard. What's the like an ice cream? Like I'm trying to figure this one out. What are you talking about? How do you even eat a frozen banana?
You got so confused. You're like, what's the point?
How do you eat a frozen banana?
Seductively.
Okay.
Man, hell no.
Calm down, dog. Calm down.
Obviously, funnel cakes, you call them elephant ears. Funnel cakes are the best. And then you talked about the hamburger on the donuts or the donut in the hamburger, the Luther burger, the Lex burger. What was it?
Yeah, the Lex burger.
Lex Luthor.
Luther Vandross.
Luther Van Burger.
Man, hell no.
That is the wrong way. I didn't mean to dump it.
Are hush puppies fair food? Not really. It's more of a southern food than a fair food.
It is super fried, so you can find it. Anything that's super fried like that, coated,
fried ice cream, yeah.
Okay, let's make it happen.
All right.
But yeah, that what was the thing before that you said?
The Lex Luthor burger?
No, yeah, like I don't know what that is.
Oh, hush puppies.
The Lex Luthor burger.
Well, you said the whatever burger you were talking about. I'm just excited. I'm probably going to sample a lot of it because the other part of this is I purposely didn't eat this morning, and then I purposely didn't eat lunch knowing I was going to consume about 7,000 calories tonight at the fair, and then the pastries put a monkey wrench in the whole deal.
It just got you started. What you don't want to do is shock the system with a bunch of fair food after fasting all day. No. You want to ease into that so that your stomach has relaxed enough, because then you get sick. If you showed up there at 4 or 5 p.m., the crisp, cool air, so your stomach's already not as warmed as it would be, and then you just start injecting fried batter and confectioner's sugar.
Sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious, but your stomach's like, my boy. It's going to come back up. Hope you don't have to do a radio hit. It's going to come right back up.
I got to be honest with you, Brian. It sounds like one of those consequences I'm willing to test the waters on.
Are you going to send out the promo people that are rolling up there? You're going to be like, hey, you, go stand in line. Bring that back over here.
This is how I know you're not ready to be in the laptop class like me.
Oh,
you got to do it with some class.
Yeah,
you got to do it with some couth. You got to look at one of these lesser promo kids, these lower on the totem pole.
There
people
you go. That's what I'm talking about.
And you got to be like this. You got to, hey, are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yes, sir, I haven't eaten in 3 months. And you're like, all right.
Well, go stand in line.
Here's the card. Go stand in line for us. Go get us some food. I'll text you what I want.
Yeah.
And now you got food coming to you.
Yeah. But only pay with the card with my food, though.
Yeah, just only pay for mine with my card. You pay for your own thing.
Heard.
But,
you're not
you don't point that out until they've already committed to going to the food stand.
Yeah, that's why I don't answer no more text after.
From me?
Well, no, I'm saying
you
if
never
I was
really
a promo,
did in the first place, so.
I would answer no more text after I got the card. Give me your order now. If you don't give me the order now, I'm just going to come back with whatever stand I'm at right there.
It's almost like the 15-minute substitute teacher rule, but with a credit card at the fair. I understand.
That's crazy. You're going to order around some of the promo kids. That's wild work, man.
But it will be a fun night tonight at the fair. Yeah. Gorgeous weather, live broadcast. Come out and say hi. We're out in Callahan tonight at the Northeast Florida Fair. NEFLfair.org if you need any info. They got all kinds of deals tonight. Parents riding free with their kids, Hump Day Wednesday deals, all kinds of unlimited ride armbands, and much more. You can find all that info online. There you go with the free commercial for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Cross brands, too.
Yeah, look at us. We're just all over the place, Brian.
Whatever. Tell them to up that talent fee. Don't thank me.
The other thing I wasn't going to talk about, but as long as we're not talking football right yet.
Okay.
I wanted to mention this.
Team? Okay.
I got a text as we started the show, and this is happening more and more lately where you get like a business trying to solicit you over text. Right? But a lot of times it's just spam. And I will say shout out to Google, shout out to Android. They do a good job of cutting that down on my phone.
Okay.
They go, oh, we've thrown this in the spam folder. Don't even look at it. Right? But I got a text from a hair place that I would go to from time to time. You're laughing.
To do what? I'm just asking. Like,
from time to time, my hair grows in, and I have to get it cut.
I notice that you keep it real low. That's why I'm like, to do what?
Normally, I will cut it.
Yeah.
Right? Save myself on the money or whatever.
Yeah.
It's real easy to do. I decide what time I can do it. It's fine. Yeah. But sometimes you're feeling lazy or you want to pamper yourself a little bit. And so you go test out this place or that. I love going to a barber. There's a little bit of the male pampering thing. I love getting a face shave at the barber. It's almost like a male spa treatment. They put the hot towel on your face, and they put you back in the chair. It's very relaxing. You always wake up feeling drunk from those places.
Okay.
One of those places, though, out in, do I do another commercial here? I guess. It's real life. Why not? Do you ever hear of a place called Hair Mechanics?
As a matter of fact, I've never have.
It's like a franchise.
Okay.
And I don't know if they still do it this way because I haven't been there in years. But years ago, I walked into this place and I realized it was one of these places where only ladies are cutting the hair and they're all wearing bikinis or like skimpy clothing. Like, it's not strip club level bikini stuff.
Oh, what's the name of this? Hold on, let me get my,
you need the pen and paper.
Say what?
But it's one of these, and you'll see these like the Hooters of haircutting.
Is that their tagline?
No, but it should be.
That's
right?
amazing.
So, I mean, I went to this place like once, maybe twice over the course of the last 10 years. And I got a text today from them. They've started a new service, I guess. And again, I'm not sitting here trying to give them a commercial or anything. They didn't pay for any of this. I just think it's a wild pivot for them. You tell me where they're going, Brian. It goes, hey, Aaron, by the way, I hate that. If you're a business, don't approach me by name.
What?
You don't know me like that.
Aaron, that's...
You don't know me like that.
Listen, man, you worked up over the wrong thing.
I'm just saying, you don't know me. Don't call me by my name. Call me, hey, potential customer we want to take money out of your pocket from.
Man, that's how this system is set up, Aaron Schachter.
Mm-hmm. He goes, hey, Aaron, relax, unwind, and recharge at the massage garage. So now you've got these scantily clad haircut ladies pivoting to scantily clad massages, I think. I'm assuming. I don't know much about it. I feel like we need to do a live broadcast from the massage chair.
I feel like...
Are you looking up hair mechanics? Is that what's happening right here?
Yeah, and it looks like we got a certain type of clientele. I appreciate what they're going for, though.
What does that mean?
What it mean? Okay,
now
Aaron, I'll just say
look it up.
I've seen nobody who has a 4C kind of hair that's left a photo review. 4C. If you don't know what that is, then we can.
Are you saying it's
on.
a Snow Bunny establishment?
Which I have. Hey, listen, which I have no problem with.
Okay.
I support Snow Bunnies.
I understand. I'm going to tell you that hasn't been my experience. It's been fairly diverse.
Really?
The time that I went in there, yeah.
You can't trust everybody cutting your hair, by the way.
Now, maybe their marketing team needs to open up their eyes a little bit and maybe diversify what they think, who they're talking to. But
do they handle locks?
That's a good question. I've never had to ask them for my own.
Okay.
So I wouldn't
You just
know.
cut them yourself.
Yeah. You know what I mean. Just throw a little wax in there and everything's fine.
Okay. But continue on.
No, I was just saying it's a wild pivot to go from scantily clad haircutter to scantily clad massage.
Is it really, though? They're both pretty intimate acts if you want it to be.
Haircutting is intimate.
Can't be. Think about it. Another person is this close. They touching your face.
Brian, tell me
They're
more.
moving your neck. You got your music ready? Yeah. They're touching your face.
Yeah.
They're moving your neck.
They are moving
They're
your
telling
neck.
you where to look.
Oh,
They're giving
yeah.
you directions.
Hey, look over here,
Yeah.
bud.
They got your head cocked back. Sometimes they're covering your eyes.
Oh.
Come on. They're using a sharp object.
Well, is
around
that
your face.
Have you been hanging out with Giordano a little too much lately?
See, right? They get me shot out here. Military people. You ain't about to do
shoot
that
you
one.
with a spatula. She was a cook.
You not...
Come on.
A man shoot too. But no, Aaron. Yeah. So I it's not not as big a jump.
It makes sense. You're not wrong.
Hear.
It makes sense, right? But at the same time, it's like when you're a scantily clad haircutter.
Yeah.
It's like a thinly veiled gimmick where you're like, yeah, we're in bikinis and stuff, but we cut great hair. But when you're a scantily clad masseuse, the gimmick kind of washes away.
You think so?
Yes. Well, now it's like either you can go to actual massage place that's like reputable or go to your barber shop where you get massaged by the same lady who was just giving you a fade. But don't worry, she's still in the bikini.
Yeah, sometimes I don't. You
don't
just
see what the problem is.
You
I understand. No, I
you
understand.
want there to be an issue, and that's okay, Aaron.
It's fine.
It's Aaron Schachter. So if you want it to be an issue, it can be an issue.
No, they're not.
Aaron,
we don't want issues.
I got another question, Aaron. You're talking about text. How come you didn't respond to my text this morning that I sent you that TikTok video?
I meant to, and I didn't even
watch it.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. We'll save it for another day. You'll watch it in the break.
I don't even know what it was about.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it then.
All right. Well, since we're about to go to break anyway, we can get that started a little bit earlier than we normally would. When we come back, we can get back down to business. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Prisco absolutely lit Trent Baalke, Doug Pederson, Press Taylor, Ryan Nielsen on fire. Figuratively. Literally figuratively. He went off. Is the kind of rant I'm listening to. I'm like, you know who'd like this rant?
Who?
Brian Middleton would like this rant. We'll see if you agree with old Petey coming up next. Also, Doug and Trev on the way. It's 1 hour edition of the Aaron Schachter Show. 904-362-9901 if you want to throw us off the rails and just derail the entire plan for the show. That's up to you. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Becoming partly to mostly sunny, breezy, and much cooler today. Highs only in the upper 60s to around 70, and quite cool tonight, down into the 40s inland to the 50s at the beaches. And tomorrow will be partly sunny, breezy, still cool. Your Thursday high in the upper 60s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds, where now you can save thousands on buy one, get one on wedding bands, going on now through October 31st.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Have you seen your financial freedom wiped out by stock market volatility? It's Rich Jones. Consider investing in real estate funds from DLP Capital. Don Wenner is CEO and founder.
DLP Capital has provided our investors with consistent double-digit returns by investing in cash-flowing residential real estate. For more than a decade, we have had zero losses, little volatility, and have shot above our return targets in all of our investment funds. Plus, we offer monthly distributions and tax shelter opportunities.
To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial **invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Ronald McDonald House Charities of Jacksonville is celebrating 35 years of supporting the health and well-being of children by providing lodging, meals, transportation, and a community of care to critically ill children and their families who need to be near a hospital. To learn more about their mission for #KeepingFamiliesClose, please visit rmhcjacksonville.org. That's rmhcjacksonville.org. rmhcjacksonville.org.
If you want to know why Arlington, rent a Toyota. That's why. It's not just a rental, it's a Toyota. Need an 8-passenger Sienna van? Rent it. Curious about all the new 2025 Camry features? Rent it. How about a fuel-efficient RAV4? Arlington has 25 in stock and ready to rent. Rent a Toyota at Arlington has plenty of hybrids, too. And Arlington's competitive rental rates make every mile amazing. Just go to arlingtontoyota.com and reserve your rental online today.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a gravy taster from Jacksonville, Florida, me, Dennis Mosley.
Hi, Ken.
Okay, Dennis. 100 plumbers surveyed, top answer on the board. What does it mean if someone says your home has hard water?
It's made of ice? Let's see, hard water. Oh, is it club soda mixed 4-to-1 with vodka?
Last chance, Dennis. What is hard water?
Is it that lime scale stuff that makes my taps all crusty?
That's right, Dennis. And a water treatment system from Bueller Air and Plumbing will eliminate troublesome lime scale deposits that can ruin your expensive appliances and let your neighbors know for sure that you are cool.
I wonder if I can get me a gin and tonic faucet.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
ESPN.com is your home for all things ESPN 690. Find shows, podcasts, Florida State Seminoles football, contests, and more at ESPN690.com. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Straight into the fire we go. 904-362-9901. That's the number if you want to get in. Talking Jaguars. Big game against the Patriots this weekend. Shouldn't have been a big game. Should have been just a cakewalk, an afterthought. Literally, if the season had shaped up the way we wanted, we should be talking about this game like a trap game. But that's not where we're at. Now it's another must-win in a season full of must-wins. Unbelievable. All right, you got my hotkeys up in there, Bri? All right. Let's go to Pete Prisco, who was on CBS Sports, ranting, as one tends to do when discussing the Jaguars.
I don't think they'll fire him this week because they're staying over in London, but if they somehow lost next week, I think they would fire him. But they need to start all over again. Shad Khan is in London, meets with the media and says, I firmly believe in this group. You can't believe in this group. Look at the mess they put on the field. It's disgusting.
You think Shad Khan's lying, by the way?
Yeah. I don't think he's telling the truth. Believing in the group? Not at all.
Because the beginning of the season, he was like, this is the best team we've ever put together. And I felt like he believed it.
I think he believed that. Yeah, I think he believed that, Aaron. Yeah. I don't think he believed it now when he just gave that vote of confidence. No way.
On one drive, they cut the lead to, I think it was 24-10. They cut or 21-10. They cut the lead. 3 straight plays. They got him off the field. They had too many men on the field. Got another chance at it. Stopped them again, got a holding penalty. Stopped them again on 3rd down, had another holding penalty. They go in and they get a touchdown, the game's over. They're sloppy, they're unorganized, it's a mess. The play calling stinks, the defensive coordinator is awful, and the general manager has no earthly idea what the hell he's doing. It's time for him to go.
Did you get all that? Prisco's just got a few issues.
Defensive coordinator is awful, and the general manager has no earthly idea what the hell he's doing. It's time for him to go. He's like a cockroach. Everybody gets blown out, and he somehow survives. It's ridiculous. They have to blow it all up, and as sooner, the better.
To this day.
Yeah, man.
They both worked just there.
Yeah,
Holy smokes.
Prisco's like, you want me to talk about Baalke for a sec? Will do. Man,
Prisco trying to get that sizzle reel put together. He about to be on Greeny or something. What's going on around here?
Trying out for the front office right now.
Oh boy, good for him.
Well, I'm still unsure how Prisco feels about the team. Let's go in for the next part of the rant.
I'll tell you what I've heard from people inside the building is last year the young players didn't know how to handle success. They went in.
I don't like this excuse, by the way. We heard this last year too.
Okay.
Really, Brent, every day before I would do the show with Brent, he would give me some apology nonsense from the Jags. He's like, you know what the problem is? Nah, man. I don't want to hear about not knowing how to win. You knew enough to be 8-3. You knew enough that Trevor got hurt and it went downhill. You didn't know enough to allow this man to miss a few games or force him to miss a few games.
And the vast majority of the guys on the squad, if we looked at the colleges they went to, they didn't go to Vanderbilt. And a lot of these guys went to places where they were playing in national championship games, bowl games. Get out of here with that nonsense,
I'm with you on that.
Went in as the number 1 seed against the Ravens that Sunday night, got blasted. That was the end of it. Didn't know how to handle it. Well, that's your coach. Okay, then you go back.
Yeah, he's just trying to shoehorn a little Doug Pederson hate in there, I think. But okay, fine. There's some more to go around.
Okay, then you go back into this season. The owner comes out and says, hey, look at this roster. It's the best they've ever had in the history of the franchise because he's listening to the general manager because he wants to put the pressure on the coach.
Now, I will say this. I'm not in those meetings. I don't know how this went. But I got to imagine, before the season starts, Shad is talking to Trent. If Trent's like, hey, this is the best team we ever put together. There's no excuse this year. I got to imagine before Shad goes to the team and says it to them, He goes to Doug and he goes, hey, what do you think about this statement? You agree with this?
Yeah.
And if Doug says no, I'm not sure what happens there. I don't think he gets fired or anything, but like there has to be a follow-up because Trent is like best team we've ever had. And then the head coach would be like, no, it's not. I don't think Shad Khan is sitting there going, all right, we'll figure it out. Right? So I imagine Doug echoes the sentiment. Also, easy to do when you're a positivity person.
No, it's not.
A lot of these guys, especially head coaches, positivity people. Positivity, they manifest the good things that happen to them. And so I can see a world in which Trent's like, oh, this is the best team we've ever had. And Doug's like, yeah, sure, we're going to win it all. And Shad's like, all right, we're not just talking pie in the sky. We're talking about billions of dollars of investment here. Oh, millions, hundreds of millions.
To put the pressure on the coach. That's what happens. You have split. Everywhere Trent Baalke has been, he had a split.
Now, this isn't a bad point right here. Listen to Prisco on this.
Everywhere Trent Baalke has been, he had a split. Jim Harbaugh, split. He hires Jim Tom Sula. Why? Because he can control him. That's all he wants. Now he brings in the defensive coordinator. I've heard that was his choice. That guy has no earthly idea what he's doing.
So Prisco is basically alleging Ryan Nielsen was a Baalke hire that Doug was not on board for?
Hey,
is he implying that?
You know, Aaron, listen, I've got to be very careful. I know I don't want to break up the continuity of this flow of playing the cutter of Prisco because he's cooking.
Right.
But really quick.
Yep.
That's confirmation because if you remember yesterday, we took a call that we did not put on air. And one of the things I didn't tell you was the very thing that the caller said that they heard as well about the hiring of the defensive coordinator.
Is it possible that this caller was just listening to Prisco the other day?
Nah, I don't think you would take that as being the case either, but maybe.
Okay.
He rotates guys in like they're hockey players. It's ridiculous. First series, you guys.
This is more of an old man gripe, I think, than anything else. Prisco really sounding boomery on this one, but all right, we'll let him speak.
Guys in like they're hockey players. It's ridiculous. First series, you guy gets the first down, out come the starters, in come the backups. Linebackers rotate like they're hockey players. It's a mess. They're terrible. It's a mess. They're going to ruin that quarterback. You know what they need to do? Hire somebody who can run the organization from a football standpoint, who can hire a general manager.
This is actually what Shad was talking about doing before last season started. Like, wasn't that the thing? Wasn't he going out looking for a VP of football operations? And then something ended up happening where we all kind of lost track of it, and then they just never made that hire. But that's what Shad was talking about in the media not too long ago. He was like, maybe that's what we need. We need to bring a VP of football operations, so I've got someone who's talking the truth to me that isn't named Trent Baalke. Because clearly agendas are a thing.
Run the organization from a football standpoint, who can hire a general manager, who can do the football standpoint, and then hire an offensive mind like Ben Johnson to fix it.
Now, when I first heard him say that, my initial reaction is the same as my initial reaction when any big name gets linked to the Jaguars. Whether it's coaching, Bill Belichick, Mike Vrabel, whether it's wide receivers like T. Higgins or Brandon Ayuk. It's like Ben Johnson ain't coming to Jacksonville. But Pete seems to think he is.
Here's why I think he's gone bad. This is my theory. I think
he's talking about Trevor Lawrence right here, by the way. He thinks Trevor's gone bad. He thinks the coaching staff is ruining Trevor.
Here's why I think he's gone bad. This is my theory. I think the offense is disjointed. They throw to the side way too much. They don't throw down the field. Did you see anything down the field early in the game?
Okay, but is it possible they throw to the side way too much because there's so much pressure on Trevor in the pocket?
And also, I thought it was the idea of throwing to the side. They may be shorter passes, getting him into a rhythm and getting other guys touches so that everybody's in a rhythm, so that the offense is in a rhythm, so that you can, be better on the field offensively and not having these 3-and-outs and things of that nature.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know about this point from Prisco right here, but okay, he doesn't like how much they throw to the sides. He doesn't think they go downfield enough.
Down the field early in the game? No. You got Brian Thomas. He can go down the field on anybody. You don't throw down the field. They throw all sideline.
On anybody? We saw a couple of misses last time.
And I also saw a drop.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 4.
Touchdown drop.
Okay, Pete. Now, at this point, Pete, I'm still with you. You're still cooking. But turn it down from a 10 to like a 7. Like, calm down,
medium
dog.
hot. Okay.
The other part of it is, all we heard last season was, and on into the offseason, don't let him turn the ball over. Don't let him turn the ball over. He's turned the ball over way too much. You know, he went into 2 weeks ago, he had 1 turnover in the first 4 games. Not turning the ball over, but you know what he's doing? Playing tight, not loose. That's the problem. When you point the finger.
Now, Lady Laura, our first older woman caller on the show,
remember,
she had the same point. It's like, Trev and the boys need to go out bowling or something.
Comedy show.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything to get their minds off this depressing season.
Quit. Too late. Cisco said it.
Time to throw.
He said they took that. Yeah.
Time to throw is an important stat when it comes to Trevor Lawrence. I mean, really for any quarterback. But Trevor Lawrence, I really do think it tells the story. Trevor Lawrence, one of the most efficient, quick passers 2 seasons ago. Second only to Tua Tagovailoa. Last season, it was up and down, plus the injuries. It's hard to gauge what was happening there. But look at this season, all right? Time to throw. Now, in 2 seasons ago, when he was really putting on a clinic during the end of the season and then into the playoffs, his time to throw for the season was 2.5. But towards the end of the season, you see it really tick up to like 2.3, 2.32, right? Week 1 this season, 2.67. Week 2 against Cleveland, 2.75. Week 3 against Buffalo, the worst of the 3 so far, and rightfully so, 2.82 in the pocket. Of course you're going to get smashed around and picked off. 2.67 against the Texans, 2.62 against the Burrs, and then the lone win, 2.35 against the Colts. And we did see him go downfield, 371 yards. We did see him go downfield against the Colts. So sometimes we talk about time to throw being a product of, well, he can't wait for the routes to develop. Receivers aren't getting enough separation by the time the pressure meets him in the pocket. The Colts game speaks a little differently to that. The Colts game tells me this may be more a receiver problem than anything else.
Interesting.
More from Prisco.
Point the finger at the roster at Trent Baalke. You point the quarterback issues at the head coach, Doug Pederson. When you hear guys around the league.
What do you think about that? You got issues with the roster, and we certainly do. You point the finger at Trent Baalke.
Of course.
But you got issues with the quarterback. Point the finger at Doug Pederson.
Yeah, in
Does
this
Trevor
scenario,
have no accountability here?
Well, that's what I was saying. In this scenario, I mean, I think you start there, but the finger. I don't disagree with this statement in this scenario for the Jags. I do think there are scenarios where that doesn't hold true, or as strongly as Prisco is
where
stating
sometimes it's Trev's fault.
Right. But when you're talking about the roster, especially, yeah, ultimately, Aaron, if a player's not producing, regardless of what they showed you before they came into from another team or in the preseason, if they're not producing on the field, yes, it's on the player, but ultimately you said, you greenlit it, you brought it to Shad Khan or Doug Pederson brought it to you. Somehow you were the final say on the green light of saying, yeah, let's bring this person on because they can help us win games and get to a Super Bowl. So ultimately it does fall on you, Trent. And now this is compounding because it's happening with multiple guys, multiple positions. Yeah, there's injuries, but I do agree with the fact you got to point at Trent Baalke.
Like who? I mean, outside of Eric Armstead, I'm trying to figure out who I'm really disappointed in that Trent Baalke's brought in. I don't know. I'm struggling. I don't know. I mean, Roy Robertson Harris, obviously they were disappointed in him or else they wouldn't have shipped him out or it wouldn't have been the first to go. But it's not like you're going to put Travis Etienne's play on Trent Baalke. It's not like you're putting Cam Robinson's play on Trent Baalke. Maybe you're putting the contract from a few years ago on him. Maybe you're putting Ezra Cleveland on Trent Baalke, but Ezra Cleveland's been good. Brendan Sheriff's been good. It's been decent. Mitch Morse has been good. Better than what you had last year. So I don't know. I'm struggling to find where I blame Baalke in all this.
League. Talk about offensive coordinators that you respect, guys like Ben Johnson. And then
enough with Ben. I don't think Ben Johnson is coming. Now, Prisco does say here that he's heard from people. He kind of implies he's heard from Ben Johnson. I don't know that that's the case, but here.
Coordinators that you respect, guys like Ben Johnson.
Bring it back a little bit more.
Pederson. When you hear guys around the league talk about offensive coordinators that you respect, guys like Ben Johnson and then Kubiak and other guys, and I hear they're chomping at the bit if they had an opportunity.
Yeah, like, what does that mean? Who are you hearing from? It's not like Ben is texting Pete going, you know what I'd like to do? So I'd be curious who he's hearing from, because if he's hearing from people across the street, We know which grocery store those rumors come from.
Ooh-wee, boy. Huh?
So,
pipeline.
But Pete seems to think guys like Ben Johnson, was it Gary Kubiak? I forget which one's the dad.
Kubiak.
There was a dad, and then there's the son, kind of like the Slowick family. But Ben Johnson, I don't think Ben Johnson's coming.
Opportunity to work with him. That tells you what they all believe in the guy.
Okay. I understand the reason for not thinking that Ben Johnson would come to this situation, but ultimately, the same way that there's only 32 offensive coordinators.
Yep.
Case in point, there's 64 coordinators in the world. That's still a hard job to get, whether it's offensive or defensive. There's only 32 head coaches in the world. I mean, that's such
It's not accurate. There are
NFL
only,
head coach.
There are only 32 NFL positions to head coach. But that's no. I'm not trying to be picky here. Don't put your head in your hands.
No, I'm too late. I'm already there. But
what I'm saying is there are coaches who could get the opportunity and be better than what's there, but you have people in franchises worried about pulling the trigger on that. For instance, if a guy like Dan Lanning or a guy like Kalen DeBoer or Kirby Smart or whomever decided to make the jump to the NFL, you might have a better product than what you're getting from a Dave Canales in Carolina, or from, take your pick of any underperformer, Robert Saleh before he got fired in New York. But you don't know because those franchises aren't either going to take the opportunity or those guys don't want to make the jump. But you're right. There's only 32 opportunities to do this job, coaching in the NFL.
Yeah. So if you believe that you're that kind of guy that can turn things around, that your genius, that your scheme, that your ability.
A scheme, yes.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Can we coin that?
Yeah.
Like circle talk.
Schemius.
That your overall ability is enough to fix what ails the Jags, and you're coming off of another season up in Detroit that I've never known in my entire 35 years of living, this version of the Detroit Lions, even with Matt Stafford and Megatron there. I've never known this version of them of success, especially on the offensive end. Then, maybe you're just like, yeah, I can fix what's ailing the Jags. And they got Trevor. I see what they saw when they first drafted him there, and I can tell you how I can fix them right now. Now, defensively, I don't know where he would go with that, but I can see reasons why Ben Johnson would say, you know what, I'm going, I'm coming with the Louis bag on. And Aaron says no, well, no, sir.
Ben Johnson comes from this all motion at all costs offensive tree. A lot of these hot to trot offensive coordinators, a guy like Canales, Sean McVay was really the one who brought it, I think, to popularity. Mike McDaniel's one of these guys. Kyle Shanahan, obviously one of these guys. Yeah. This is a hot offense right now in terms of systems. But, I mean, that only lasts so long before defenses catch up with it. So maybe Ben Johnson is the name, but it's not like a permanent name, or maybe he is. Maybe he's one of these guys who's an offensive genius. But if you were to look at the top offensive coordinators in the league right now, I don't think there's a lot of opportunity to bring him to Jacksonville. Obviously, we've been talking about Ben Johnson. You can either believe he wants to coach here or not. Todd Monken on the Ravens. I mean, we've been down the road before, but also, I don't think he's leaving the Ravens.
Good.
He's having a lot of success there.
Stay.
Bobby Slowick is having a ton of success with the Texans. Unless you're going to make him a head coach somewhere, he's not leaving. C.J. Stroud. He's not leaving Nico Collins.
I think you underestimate the fact that these guys, most of these guys who get into coaching, don't just want to stop at the coordinator position. They want to run the show.
If you're not offering Bobby Slowick head coach, he's not going anywhere. Kellen Moore just got fired and then hired again in Philadelphia. Look at Philadelphia's offense. That ain't great.
Yeah, it's tough.
Arthur Smith, he was yesterday's tomatoes when he got thrown out of Atlanta.
Yeah, man, don't he run the ice cream shop?
Now you're looking at Pittsburgh going, where's that offense?
Yeah.
Shane Waldron, Chicago Bears, had a players-only meeting 4 games into the season. They didn't like him. You got Joe Brady. Okay, he's doing well with the Bills. That's great. Bring him. Great. Ken Dorsey, maybe. Okay, Cleveland Browns. I don't know that offense looks so great.
Watch your headsets.
Greg Roman, Chargers, running attack, but, is that Harbaugh or is that Greg Roman? And then Drew Petzig's getting a lot of credit out in Arizona for what he's doing. But he's got a whole Marvin Harrison Jr. when he's not concussed.
Hey, yo, man, that's true. By the way, Laura called in and said, who you calling old?
Lady Laura?
Mature, maybe. But we don't need to spread it either way.
I didn't call her old.
I didn't think you did, but apparently you did, man. I said I missed it. That's what I told her. I was like, look, do you want to hop on and let Aaron know? She's like, nah, I'm busy. Cut the music. Yeah, okay, because we're almost at the end.
Cut the music.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Let me just speak to Laura here.
Oh, okay.
Laura, hey, it's your buddy Aaron.
Yeah.
Hey, I did not mean to insult you. If I did, I apologize. I was just trying to identify you to Brian. Brian sometimes has a pretty bad memory, like every time I text him and he doesn't get back to me. Or when I told him Trevor Lawrence's cut 3 didn't convert in the audio today, and then he didn't put it back in.
Well, I knew we weren't going to get to it.
Brian's got a terrible memory, and so I just wanted to identify.
No, let's stop right there. Let's put a pinpoint in that. I knew we weren't going to get to Trevor. If we were going to play Prisco, when you told me that, I was like, we may get one cut from Dub, but we're not getting to Trevor. I'm not switching nothing out. Anyway, please continue your apology.
Lady Laura, I apologize. We love you as the damsel of the radio show.
Yeah, we do.
And if I implied that your age was heightened, I apologize.
I think you actually said it, the words.
Brian, whose team are you on?
It wasn't implied.
Whose team are you on, buddy?
It's actually said. Anyway, man, good for you, man. Good for you for being big enough to say, hey, you know what? I was wrong.
You chase away Lady Laura. That's like a fifth of our audience. Don't do it. Lady Laura, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please. Couple of minutes, we'll be back to close out the Aaron Schachter Show. Hopefully I don't offend any other listeners. Hate to see that happen.
College Football Saturday on ESPN Radio.
Rivalry game. College football is as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's how I get by. 7th-ranked Alabama heads to Knoxville to face number 11 Tennessee.
There's not going to be a louder place in all of America than Neyland Stadium.
Number 7 Alabama. At 11th-ranked Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee!
Coverage starts at 3 p.m. with the action kicking off at 3:30. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for college football.
Lord, that's how I get by.
FX's English teacher.
Every single one of these essays is so bad.
An F? What is this?
With grades like this, I'm gonna have to hit the corner, sir.
From executive producers of What We Do in the Shadows.
Who's running the school? Is it us or is it them?
Them.
Go sit next to Tiffany.
She told me it was offensive to learn Mandarin because you're not Japanese.
FX's English teacher is now streaming on Hulu. All new Mondays on FX.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
Elevate your live music experience with Daly's Place Blue. Live like a VIP with the best seats in the house, premium parking, your own private entrance, VIP lounge access, guaranteed tickets to sold-out shows, and much more. Coming to Daly's Place in 2025, the legendary Rod Stewart February 25th, and Teddy Swims performing with Freak Freely May 10th. You'll never want to see a show any other way once you go blue. Learn more at dailysplace.com or call 904-633-2000. That's 904-633-2000.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Fall in Florida. The leaves may not be coming down,
But the prices are at Beard's Diamonds.
It's the buy one, get one on wedding band sale.
So if you're getting married soon or want to upgrade your bands,
Don't miss Beard's Diamonds' incredible buy one, get one wedding band sale.
going on now through October 31st and only at Beard's Diamonds.
Save thousands, but not just on wedding bands.
All stackables, all right-hand rings, all eternity bands, and more are buy one, get one free.
Yes, buy one, get one free.
See hundreds of the latest styles
from famous designers at BeardsDiamonds.com.
It's the largest selection of wedding bands in North Florida at the guaranteed lowest price.
Plus, shop Beard's large inventory of Rolex watches at the lowest prices.
It may not be time to rake the leaves, but it is time to rake in the savings during Beard's Diamonds Buy One, Get One on wedding bands.
Going on now, but hurry. These savings end October 31st.
Get the lowest prices in Jacksonville guaranteed at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
Connect with us on Facebook.
What do you mean by that?
Search for @ESPN 690 Jax and check out the latest sports news, live stream, or show clip.
Now we talking.
ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Last segment of the day. Sorry for the shortened show, 1 hour show today. Headed down to the Northeast Florida Fair out in Callahan, right off 301. Come join me for a live broadcast, 5 to 7 tonight. Unfortunately, the live broadcast won't be on this radio station.
But the live broadcast that will be on this radio station, Aaron Schachter.
Yeah, what is that?
Starting at 7:30.
Who would that be?
Mets.
Let's go! Come on.
How do you feel about the Yankees? Anyway, yeah, Mets will be taking on the Dodgers.
That's not a real question, is it?
Out in New York.
Okay.
Out in New York. They're up 2-0, Aaron Schachter.
You know, I didn't realize until I left home that in other cities, just because there are two teams in your city, it doesn't mean you have to hate to death the other team. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lived in L.A.
Okay.
Like you could like the Lakers without hating the Clippers.
Whoa, that's different. That's different, Aaron.
What's different?
The Clippers are still little brothers. It's still like nothing, like no success. I mean, recently they've had a little bit of regular season. So can you like the Clippers
without hating the Lakers? Because as a Mets fan,
I think so.
I have wished, I'm not going to say the D word, I've wished bad things on multiple Yankees players throughout my whole life. I see Yankees hats and logos and I immediately start cursing.
Well, but both of those.
I used to own that corny T-shirt. A corny T-shirt used to say, I got two favorite teams, the Mets and whoever's playing the Yankees.
Yeah, both of those squads have had a history of somewhat success to elite success like the Yankees have. But the Mets have, right? Didn't y'all win one time in 1984, 86?
They won the series in 69, I believe.
Yeah.
As well as 1986.
86.
Made an appearance and lost to the Yankees in 2000, Subway Series.
Yeah.
Then lost to the Royals in 2015.
You know, you've had a couple of Cy Youngs, I'm sure. You've had
a
Doc
couple of Rookie of the Year, Cy Young. Sure. I think Johan Santana might have won one in there. R.A. Dickey, I think, one time.
Yeah. And the Yankees, they laugh at that history, but that's nothing to really laugh at unless you're like a Yankees fan.
Just the worst Clippers people, right? Oh, okay.
They have a trash history, and like they had a little bit of success with Blake Griffin and those boys. And a little bit of success when Kawhi's knee was duct taped together and it was sticking together.
I mean,
but they don't. The Lakers are the only real show in town, pun intended. And the Clippers are just kind of there if you don't have enough money for the Lakers tickets.
I think Kawhi Leonard's knee isn't duct taped together.
Not now. He's out. You see right now, right?
Kawhi Leonard's knee is stitched together with Diddy's baby oil.
That's wild.
That's how together that thing stays.
Testify. Slippery.
You don't want to say that word when talking about Diddy anymore. Whew, that boy is in Dutch, huh? So the latest allegations.
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't want me to go into the remote control story?
Do
you don't want me to tell the story about the TV remote?
Oh, boy.
Man, hell no.
Okay.
You've told it one time with Glee. You know, no need.
It was not with Glee.
It was. Aaron Shack, you were in that control room giving on a performance.
The Glee was about the face you were making more so than the words I was saying.
First of all, phrasing.
The face you were making?
Yeah, man.
Because of the TV remote?
That was lathered in baby oil.
That was really dipped in baby.
That's a crazy
Jokes on
story.
Diddy, GHB doesn't work on remote controls, so you can put as much baby oil on the remote as he wants. Not going to do anything to it.
And you know this because I was just wondering.
Oh, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. All right, Aaron Schachter.
A friend told me.
Yeah, there you go. Is your friend named Sean?
Okay. Not for long. Soon his name will be 03230023. How did we even get there, Brian?
I don't know. I was just making sure people would tune back in at 7:30 to hear the Mets try to go up 3-0.
3-0? It's 1-1.
Oh, I thought they were up 2-0.
Negative. Am I crazy?
The Dodgers won one?
Hold on.
My bad.
No, I might be stupid. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's 1-1.
Maybe the Yankees are up 2-0. Yeah, the Yankees are up 2-0.
Yeah, Yankees are up 2-0. Mets, Dodgers 1-1. And so this is back in New York, I believe.
Yeah, I got that part right.
All right. Well, Brian, this has been a fun hour. These hour shows are great. They really have a little bite-sized fun. We get to talk about weird, wild stuff. And then we talk about it for such a short amount of time, you can't really calibrate. I love it. Tomorrow, back to that 2-hour nonsense. It's a Friday edition on a Thursday at the Aaron Schachter Show tomorrow. Hope to see you guys all there. Shout out to Lady Laura, my favorite listener.
Hey, this is Bruce.
And I'm Carrie.
We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Fall is finally here, and hopefully so are milder temperatures. But don't wait to insulate your home. Take advantage of 20% savings off our summer rates and start saving on those utility bills now and all those hot summers to come.
Give us a call and set up your free evaluation at 679-6282 or find us online at koalainsulation.com.
David Ammon here with Zero Res. Ammon, I can't believe it's been 20 years since we started Zero Res. Do you remember? You were only 7 years old and we had you cleaning the vans after school.
Yeah, I'm grateful. I've always had a job that taught me to work hard, take care of things, and to appreciate our good customers.
October is birthday month for Zero Res, so what are we doing for our customers?
Just say Happy Birthday Zero Res and we'll give you $50 off. That's $50 off carpet, tile and grout, upholstery, or area rugs.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hi, I'm Mike Lester, the founder of Talon Wealth and the host of the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show. Like you, I love this country, and I'm very thankful for those that protect us along with our freedoms. That's why for active military and active first responders, if you decide to work with us, Talon Wealth isn't going to charge you any advisor fees. We're happy to explain all the details, but most importantly, thank you for your service.
Visit guardingyournestegg.com to find out more.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Lord License D056341.
Bueller Aaron Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a gravy taster from Jacksonville, Florida, me, Dennis Mosley.
Hi, Ken.
Okay, Dennis. 100 plumbers surveyed, top answer on the board. What does it mean if someone says your home has hard water?
It's made of ice? Let's see. Hard water. Oh, is it club soda mixed 4-to-1 with vodka?
Last chance, Dennis. What is hard water?
Oh, is it that lime scale stuff that makes my taps all crusty?
That's right, Dennis. And a water treatment system from Bueller Aaron Plumbing will eliminate troublesome lime scale deposits that can ruin your expensive appliances and let your neighbors know for sure that you are cool.
I wonder if I can get me a gin and tonic faucet.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Life always has its challenges, but if you feel hopeless or suicidal, you don't have to face it alone. I'm Dr. Christine Caulfield, CEO of LSF Health Systems, and our free Link to Life program can help. We'll connect you with a care coordinator who will work with you to build better tomorrows. Please take suicide off the table. For more information, visit lsfhealthsystems.org or call 988 if you are in crisis.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
I'm Christine Lisi. Dodgers megastar Shohei Ohtani won't be moved down the lineup for Game 3 of the National League Championship Series tonight against the Mets, despite having far better numbers hitting with men on base this postseason. Neither Ohtani nor manager Dave Roberts thinks there's much to the splits, other than perhaps him chasing pitches a little more here or there. Luis Severino gets the start for New York tonight. LA counters with Walker Buehler.
I don't think it being the NLCS is kind of the thing for me. It's another game that I get to pitch with our team, and obviously, you know, the East Coast, West Coast, LA, New York thing is pretty cool, and that's what excites me more than anything is the noise and the excitement, and you know, the kind of live or die feeling on every pitch is something that I've really kind of grown to love.
NLCS Game 3, 7:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio Series is 1-1. NFL Saints top receivers Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave out tomorrow against the Broncos. Shaheed will have knee surgery tomorrow. Olave is out with a concussion. Lynx Liberty tied at a game apiece. Game 3 WNBA Finals tonight, 8 Eastern, ESPN.
Why pay more for a great